So when it comes to you finding your purpose, the first thing you need to understand is that there is no real purpose until you make one. And to understand what I'm talking about, you need to understand how your ego works. Now, what is the ego really? Now, according to Sigmund Freud, there is the id and the ego and the super ego. For this video, I'm not going to touch into the super ego right now. Only the ego is really important. What the id is like this. Every person that's born has the need to do things. You need to eat, you need to drink, you need to sleep, you need care, etc. But the ego is the mediator which goes about how you go about your needs, how you get the care you need. All right, so understand that what your ego is something you've developed as you're being raised, as you learn how to go about things as you're growing up. Pretty much your ego is based on the circumstances you were put in as you were growing up. That's how you gain your belief systems, because there's three words that sum up the ego: your logic, your reasoning, and your rationale. All right, so understand that your ego and who you are is based on how you've been brought up, how you've learned to go about your needs that you need here. All right, now the reason why knowing the ego is important when it comes to knowing the purpose, let's look at purpose like this. Let's say if you're in an environment and you are experiencing something that you believe is not right, you might gain a sense of purpose to do something about that. You might believe that you should stand up and do something about that. But understand that that's just your beliefs based on how you've learned to rationalize things behind your ego. All right, so you can choose a purpose, but the purpose is always going to come from what you believe is right or wrong. And what you believe is right or wrong comes from how you've been brought up, how you've been socialized, how you've learned to look at the world. All right, so when you want to find a purpose, you need to understand what are your belief systems. What do you believe that you should stand up for, or that you should be doing? Because it's all what you believe. There is no like destiny or fate. When you leave it up to stuff like that, you're externalizing your power. You're not choosing your path here, and you can choose. All right, that's all it is for right now.